Okay, guys, we're back.
Yeah.
We stopped from the last part because Fletcher had to go home.
Yeah.
But it turns out there's a lot more to do than we thought there would be.
Like halfway through, basically.
Yeah, like, if not even more. Because more endings are still being discovered as we speak.
Yes.
But before we started, I just want to show off the achievements you can get in the game, just for the sake of, like, here's some stuff that we might try and do, and here's some stuff we've already done. As soon as it opens up, because it takes 5 hours. So, beat the game is play like through the normal, standard, follow the narrator ending. You can't jump is just mash the space bar like 10 times, which there's no like jump equivalent button as far as I'm aware on the controller. So if you like pull the triggers, you won't get it or anything like that.
I like the fact you're looking around the controller as you do this.
Yeah, I'm like, where's the jump button?
Because it's on the back with the batteries.
It's because A is usually jump,
Yeah.
but it's interact in this game. Welcome back. As it says, you quit the game and then open it up again and you get the achievement. And in achievement, this is an achievement. I was a little bit confused by this one because in extras there's the achievement option, and I was under the impression that that was like turning on the ability to get achievements. So it was like, oh, you have to turn this on to actually earn any of these achievements in the game. But after talking to a friend about it, they said that they'd gone through some of the game and hadn't turned that on, and they'd be getting achievements. So in actuality, this option turns on the achievement itself.
Excellent.
So you enable it and it's just, there's your achievement. That's all this does.
I like when people do that, like what the Simpsons game had, press start to start the game.
Yeah.
The easiest achievement ever. I think if I was a developer, I was making an Xbox 360 game / PS3 game, anything with achievements that people whore out, I would probably make an achievement that's actually impossible to get.
Yeah.
It's just to really piss off those completion fags.
Which, in all, like, now that you mention it, over here,
for fuck's sake.
unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. I don't know if it legitimately is impossible, but so far no one has it, so.
Right.
Now, I believe, because the 8 many times over achievement, in the demo there was the 8 button, if you've seen that.
Yeah.
And the narrator makes a special point of the 8 button not being in the main game. But I think I know how to get that achievement now, and we'll do that in a bit. Click on door 430 5 times, so I guess we'll do that the next time we start. Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday.
You're doing that tomorrow.
I'm probably going to, like, as soon as midnight rolls around, I'm just going to open the game and leave it open throughout the whole day.
Oh god, something's really wrong with you.
Speedrun, I don't know how easy that is to get, because I don't know how, like, what complete the Stanley Parable means necessarily.
I assume just narrator 1. Just...
Yeah, probably. And then don't play the game for 5 years. So when you're done with the game, don't play it.
Okie dokie.
Alright, now, the first ending we're going to do today is probably the one that requires the most patience. Because you know that baby game where you have to, like, press the button and the baby doesn't die?
Yeah.
And the narrator makes a point of playing the game for 4 hours. Just like, why don't you play it for 4 hours and test it for me?
Okay.
If you do that, you get a different ending.
How do you know this?
Because I pressed that button for 4 hours and I made a save for us to watch. And
don't you have a job?
well, I do, but
Exactly.
not during
you
this
have
time.
a job. Why don't you go and do your job instead of pressing a button for 4 hours?
Because pressing the button takes the same length of time as my job.
You work for 4 hours pressing a button.
But the thing that makes it, like, it's worthwhile is because about 15 minutes in, the narrator comes back and goes like, oh, good to see you're still playing the game instead of not, or whatever. So they give you updates or whatever. It's like, oh, you've been pressing that button for half an hour, only 3.5 hours to go. And you're like, oh, okay, so something does happen. So this save is 2 hours into it. So you're halfway through, standing here pressing a button. Like, I was just watching TV, pretty much.
Spending the last 2 hours here embroiled in thought, and it's occurred to me, this game is incomplete. It's missing something. It still doesn't have that oomph. What is it, I thought to myself? What could possibly be missing from this incredible experience? and then in a moment of rapture, as though delivered by angels, it came to me. Before this moment, I was blind, but those days are behind us. I now understand the true manifestation of this game. It needs a puppy. That's right, this puppy is being lowered toward an aquarium filled with nothing but piranha. Now you have to click the second button to avert the puppy.
Oh, God.
In addition to the babies. This is it, Stanley. Art. I did it. Video games are art. But you have a good 2 hours or so to go, so I'll just let you get to that. No time to waste when there is such a meaningful game to be played. Bonne chance, mon ami.
So then you have to do this for the next 2
Oh,
hours.
for fuck's sake. There is something really wrong with you.
But the thing is, this isn't actually as difficult or annoying as it looks, because, like, as long as the button is on screen and you press the action button, then it works. So I was literally watching, like, Bob's Burgers, just straight up eyes on the TV, and just moving my mouse back and forth and just pressing, and it was working flawlessly the whole time. So this is actually easy to do, it just requires the commitment of doing it for...
Of watching Bob's Burgers for 4 hours.
And so now we have to quit to get to the proper save. So you load this one. This is like 1 or 2 minutes before the 4-hour time.
Jesus.
So we're almost there. We've been pressing these buttons for 2 hours. The red one specifically for 4 hours.
I don't like you anymore.
We have to present this for people on the internet to see.
No, we don't.
Well,
don't
you,
have-
you didn't have to do anything, okay?
Which I'm really happy about, because if you said we're going to have to press
Like-
the button for us, I would have told you to go fuck yourself and then jam the mouse up your ass.
If you didn't notice, this save was saved at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah. I was long sleepy by then.
I don't know how much longer it is, because it was around 2 minutes or so before the actual time. I haven't actually seen what happens if the dog goes into the piranha pit, because he makes a point of like, oh, you baby killer or whatever, so I don't know if he's like, why would you do that to that puppy? Which he probably does, because why wouldn't they put that kind of stuff in here if they're getting you along this far in the game?
I would have just let the baby die so long ago. In real life, even.
Whoop. Rumbly rumble.
Nearly there, Stanley. Art itself is about to burrow into your skull. Aren't you excited for spiritual immortality? For transcendence and oneness with the purity and essence of all beings? Just a few seconds.
Fear me, mortal, I am the essence of divine art. What is going on? But you cannot read this text. Know that when you die, I'll personally carry your spirit across something loose into my garden built within the emotions of a flower. Oh, God. There we will live together. We will dance and eat and sin. D, you will do improv comedy based on suggestions from me for all eternity.
Why would they?
It's going to be freaking Whose Line Is It Anyway for the rest of our
Oh
lives.
shit.
This is your reward for your work here today. Now, live your normal human existence. Await me in the life that follows this one. So cool. Now when I die, I get to do improv comedy.
Fuck. I love you. I just got it right in the whole ground.
Yeah.
Or, probably in the back of a truck somewhere, maybe.
Can't move or anything. Oh, there we go.
Jesus Christ.
Basically throughout the whole thing, the narrator's making a point of the baby and dog game being art. So the whole thing's basically a commentary on, like, the whole we're gonna make an artsy fartsy game that you won't understand the point of, like Dear Esther and stuff like that. So it's like, haha, making fun of people, yay.
Fuck!
This is